So I set up something here, and it's important. It's just some figures and they represent things, but we're going to be celebrating a holiday coming up this week. Yeah. And it's actually, for me, one of my favorite holidays. In addition to Christmas, Easter is my second favorite. But they're just as important. First of all, Christmas is actually the birth of Jesus. And so what we have up here is the nativity, which is baby Jesus when he's born. And that's why we celebrate Christmas. Yeah. So, it's his birthday. So I'm so excited about it because it's his birthday. And then obviously Easter is also my favorite because it represents his resurrection and why we have hope and salvation because of Jesus. In Luke chapter 2, we learn about his birth, how he came to be. But I'm going to read in Luke chapter 2, verse 10. And the angel came to say, "Do not be afraid. I bring to you good news of great joy that will be for all people." And that was that Jesus was born, and that's who he is. He brings great joy. That's the best news we could ever receive. But around Christmas, we see a lot of things on TV that are kind of symbolic of Christmas. You know, we get excited and we do decorations and we buy gifts and we put up Christmas trees and all these things because it brings us joy. Yeah, all those things, right? Aunty loves Christmas so much that I put up my Christmas tree a month ago and Christmas lights a month ago. So that tells you something, yeah? This lady is kind of weird, but you know what? It's an important holiday. That's why, to me, it's one of my favorite. But, well, you know, coronavirus has changed our way of celebrating. You know, there's certain things we can't do because we want to keep each other safe. But it's not going to ruin Christmas. So, you know, around this time, I don't know if you guys have read the story, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, or maybe you've seen the movie. It reruns on the TV a lot. Yeah. So what happens in this story, right? The story that we see in this movie happens where? In Whoville. And this whole town of Whoville loves Christmas so much, just like Aunty, and they decorate and they have gifts and they have Christmas trees and they have all this food. Yeah, but everyone in Whoville except for one person loved Christmas. The Grinch didn't like Christmas. Actually, he hated Christmas. That's right. His heart was so small that he...
And also people were laughing at him.
So the Grinch had a heart that was too small for him to be able to love others and see the joy of Christmas. So he came up with a terrible plan, right? And he goes and he puts on a Santa Claus outfit and he goes into Whoville town and he steals everybody's gifts and Christmas trees and dinners. Yeah, that's terrible. But then the people of Whoville knew that Christmas was not about the gifts. It was not about the dinners and all these other things. Why do you guys think that is? Well, it's because they know that the joy of Christmas truly comes from a heart that's filled with love, right? Yeah. So, you know, the Grinch is a story. The story of how Grinch stole Christmas is not a real story, right? So I want to tell you of a real story in Matthew chapter 2. And so it actually talks about the first Christmas. And this story talks about King Herod. And so actually King Herod is the first Grinch that tried to actually steal the very first Christmas. So when baby Jesus was born, the people had, 3 wise men had seen, or the wise men of the east had saw the star in the sky that signified that the King Jesus had been born. So they went to follow this